Okay, so today on the bench, we do not have a box of hand towels. This should be, I'll find out when I open up, I think it should be this box. Somebody contacted me, said they had some old radios bouncing around, they didn't want any more. I was welcome to them, just let me know. If not, they'd find somebody else to give them to. So I said, sure, have at it. I'll occasionally get people give me stuff like that. And usually radios like that, especially if they're any good, or can be brought back to life, I can then give them, if nothing else, I can fix them up and give them to somebody maybe that can't afford a radio. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a giveaway out of this. In the comments below, I can't even remember. I think there's 4 radios in here. I don't know if anything else got thrown in or not, but I think there's 4 mobile radios. In the comments below, just let me know which one. What we'll do is we'll have a giveaway. Okay, but I need to know which radio do you want me to give away, and what I'm going to do is restore that radio. I'll replace all the electrolytic capacitors, and I will do a transceiver alignment to it. But I need to know which one do you want. So let's crack it open and see what's in here, because like I say, honestly, I can't remember what this guy said he was sending. I think one's a Cobra, I think there was a Royce, I think a Pace, and something else. It happened more than 5 minutes ago, so I don't remember. Yeah, my memory's horrible. That's why I have Post-it notes everywhere, because I can never remember anything. We have some bubble wrap from the trash can. Oh my god. Talk about squared away. Even put labels on the boxes. So this one's a Royce 648. There's a Pace 2300, so that's just by the weight I can tell that's a 23 channel radio. Yeah, the old radios weighed a lot more. Another Cobra 32 XLR. They're actually nice old radios. And a one parts chassis Cobra 29 LTD Classic, which, depending how bad the condition it's in, Cobra 29 LTD Classic mic. Yep, old coffin mic. So let me get, and that's everything. Let me get the big box out of the way. Let's crack open the little boxes and see what these things look like. So let me sit back down here. Hold on a second. Okay. Where'd my knife go? There it is. So this is a Cobra 29 LTD, and if it's one of the older ones, they were good radios. Probably the most popular radio ever made, and most widely sold. And what does she look like? What's it say here? Bad display. Bad something. I have no idea what that is. MSTON? I don't know. Physically, this thing's still cold. You can see the steam that just came in from the outside. It's really cold out there. Ups man just dropped this box off. It's got some rub marks. Yeah, it's been used. Got a little bit of finger wear where you'd expect it to volume and squelch controls, but doesn't look that bad. Bad display. If it is a bad display, that's no biggie. I've got drawers overflowing with those things. Actually, I think what we'll do is we'll just pop the bottom covers, or the component side covers on all of these, just to give them a quick eyeball to see what they look like. See if they've been hacked at. Because whichever one gets picked, and it can be this one, if there are any modifications, they're going to go away. And it looks pretty unbutchered. Yeah, I'm going to say I'm probably one of the first people to look in this thing in a few decades. Still sealed in wax, still sealed in wax. So yeah, this thing hasn't had any fingers in it. So very good candidate. And this is, of course, an older radio. Where was this? Yeah, this one's even made in the Philippines. So, yeah, October '89. So, yeah, it's not, as I tell people now, don't buy modern Cobra radios, because it was like, what, 2000, I think 2011, somewhere around there, where Cobra broke ties with Uniden, because Uniden, obviously, it's got a PC900 AC board in it, and you know, transformers, they usually say Uniden on the top of them, but Uniden used to make all of Cobra's radios. I guess they had contract negotiation, fight, whatever, and Uniden said, well, we're not going to make cheap crap for you, and Cobra said, fine, we'll go find somebody else to make our cheap crap for us at a cheaper price, and that's what they did, and that's why the modern Cobras are horrible. The quality is just, yeah, it's sad, but so this is a perfect radio. I think be a good radio for somebody. Like I say, it's good older made in the Philippines radio. Anything that it needs, like I say, if everybody decides this is the radio they'd like to see, any problems that it has, I will fix, and then we'll do a raffle, because that's what we're going to do. To start off with these 4 radios, let's set that off to the side. Whichever one has the most votes, I guess you could say, will be the one that I'll fix up, and I'll do a raffle on at a later date. Holes in the cover. So this had a mounting bracket. So probably nobody's going to want this, but it is a 40 channel radio. It's an older Royce, as you can see. It's physically smaller in size. It's a kind of a compact radio, minimalist controls. Does have the original Royce microphone. Other than the 4 holes in the top, man, that's a shame. And I know what that's from. It had one of those security slide-in brackets, because you got to remember, radios cost a lot of money way back when. But, yeah, doesn't look bad, other than those holes. Now, if somebody would win this, or if everybody did decide they were interested in this radio, I'll have to check. I may have thrown them out, honestly, but I used to have some new old stock, those old security brackets. I could always stick those on there. Of course, I could also just stick rubber plugs in the holes. But, yeah, again, unmodified. It uses a sardine can PLL and synthesizer circuit in these, which is very common in Royce radios. Kind of made them a pain in the butt to work on, because anytime you want to work on anything inside that can, you have to desolder all of these connections right here, all down, that whole row right there, and then the 2 grounding tabs to pull the module out to work on it. But, yep, so if anybody's interested in this one, like I say, just leave the comment that this is the radio you want to see in the giveaway. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be one of the others. Like I say, these are actually nice little radios. Nothing wrong with them. And this is a model 648. It's a Royce 1-648. Okay, next up is... oh yeah, nice heavy radio. The Pace 2300. Oh, even has the manual. Oh, look at that. There you go. Schematic, parts list. Looks like I don't have to take any screws out of this one. So, nice big, lot of chrome there on that one. That's, again, another one's not in bad condition. Put the cover out of the way there. Doesn't look like any funny stuff going on that I can see at a first glance. It looks very original. And yes, this has a side-firing speaker. It's actually kind of common for them. They did that with a lot of their radios. It's actually a good looking all original radio, other than the cover screws are missing, which of course I got screws coming out my ears. Doesn't look bad. Now, this is only a 23 channel radio. Model 2300 kind of gives that away, but still a perfectly good radio, and nice and heavy. Like I say, man, they just don't build radios like this anymore. Nowadays they're all cheaper, lighter is better. Yeah, this thing, just the covers are built like a tank. And old crystal synthesized radios like this tended to be heavier anyhow, just because they have more parts. And again, this one also comes with the original Pace microphone. Reminds me of the, style-wise, here's a static microphone. So it kind of gives it away who made that microphone for Pace. It may say Pathcom Incorporated on the back, Pace, but yeah, that microphone body is definitely an astatic body. So, and the last radio is again, says parts chassis, but nothing's unfixable. This is a Cobra 32 XLR, and these are actually nice radios. Yeah, maybe this one is a parts chassis. This one looks pretty taken apart. Yeah, the chrome, yeah, that's pretty much gone. Yeah, this one hasn't seen... oh my, bag of parts. Rust, yeah, this is not looking good. It's a shame because these are actually really nice radios. I like the 30 series Cobras. I mean, just this cover with the speaker, man, that's heavy. I wonder what was wrong with it. That it got parted out. It looks like everything's kind of here. Obviously some wires cut off, but the display, the channel selector, that's not the right meter even. Maybe that was the beginning of the downfall. Yeah, that's obviously not the correct meter. That's not a Cobra meter. Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, this one would be I'm going to have to say this one, yeah, probably not good for the raffle, because this one's, there's nothing I can do for that. The chrome on this thing is just, it's screwed. It doesn't get much worse than that. I don't know if this thing got hot yet. There's parts where the chrome's missing. Maybe it was in a fire. But yeah, the covers, yeah, it's a shame. I got a bunch of these radios, the 32s, but, and what in the, what? I just noticed something else. The microphone jack's supposed to be there. It's in the back of the radio. Wow, and that's actually kind of horrible location-wise. Woo! Boy, I bet this thing was a feedback squealing son of a gun. The problem with this setup right here, having this microphone connector, what's it next to? The antenna jack. What's coming out of that wire when you're talking into your microphone? RF energy, because you're transmitting. Where's the audio wire on your microphone? Right over here. So yeah, RF energy gets back into your audio circuit and causes feedback squeals, and there's no ferrite beads on any of this wiring, so yeah, I bet this thing was horribly prone to squealing. Yeah, this one I'm going to have to say is a parts chassis, so yeah. So you don't have 3 choices for the raffle, you've got, or 4 choices, you've got 3 choices. 3 of them definitely worth fixing up. This one is just that, it's a parts chassis. I won't throw it away, of course. Well, actually, that I will. There's no fixing that. Even the aluminum scratched up in the side. I'd pop the faceplate out, but even that's got some issues. But, yeah, that one can definitely get scrapped out for parts. But, so there's your choices. There are 3 good radios worthy of any repairs or restoration they might need. So we have a Pace 2300, with the original manual and with a Pace microphone. We have a Royce Model 1-648. Now this is a 23-channel radio. Only real cosmetic flaws with this one. It's got 4 holes in the top. But this is a 40-channel radio. And then, if I had to guess, I'm going to say this one's probably going to win. A Cobra 29 Classic made in the Philippines. So an earlier one made in, 89. Note says, bad display, and I don't know what the heck the bad... Oh, I wonder if that's meter. Possibly an E-T-O-R, I don't know. It's got something else bad, but I've got mountains of these radios, so there's no part that I can't replace in that. But yeah, so just let me know, like I say, in the comments below. And also, all 3 of these radios have an original factory correct microphone with them. Either a Pace, Cobra, or a Royce microphone. This one here, yeah, we're not going to put that in a raffle. That's just, there's way too much wrong with it. But yeah, that one had a hard life. But these 3, definitely worth saving. So let me know. Like I say, leave a comment below. Let me know which one you would like to see in a raffle. And let's give it a week. So from the time this video goes up, that same day the next week, that's when what I'll do is I'll just go over the comments. Basically have a piece of paper with Cobra, Royce, Pace written on it, and I'll just make little check marks. I'll just go down through the comments and see which radio people would like to see. And please only leave one comment when you're picking a radio. Don't try to stack the deck. But I'll count up the, how many votes each radio has. Whichever radio has the most votes, I will pull that radio. I will restore it. Now, cosmetics, any brush problems like that, nothing I can do for that. Now, some of these knobs are pretty cruddy. I can replace, even on the Cobra here, I can replace the knobs. But, like I say, whichever one wins, I will replace all of the electrolytic capacitors. I will do a proper alignment. If there's any modifications done to it, they're going to be removed. So, yeah, if there's modulation limiters clipped or anything like that, that's going to be undone. I'll make sure they're doing, as they're working as designed, if not better, which they usually will be. But let me know, and then, like I say, probably take me let's say after I do the, after we pick the radio, probably the next week, I'll put up another video showing the radio working, has been restored, it's a good working radio, and then we'll just have like I did with my other giveaways, we'll just give it a week run. People can leave a comment, enter giveaway on that. Like I say, this is not the giveaway. This is to pick a radio to give away. Let me know which one you'd like to see. But when we do the giveaway, there'll be a week that people can enter, one entry. But and we'll go from there. So there you go. There's your 3 choices. Personally, I know it's 23 channel, but honestly, this is the this is the one I'd most like to see win, because these are actually really nice radios. Like I say, it's only 23 channel, but think about it, people. On AM, how often, and be honest with yourself. Now, there are people that talk on AM above channel 23, but if you honestly think about it, most people that talk on a CB on AM, if they're a trucker, well, normally they're going to be on channel 19. And like around here in the evenings, the local groups for me here is 17 and 12. If you listen to the Super Bowl, channel 6, or what I call the mini bowl, channel 11. Well, guess what? This radio does all of them. And it has, look at the reflection on that. Nice. Man, can't get much more chrome on the front of that. Just a nice looking radio. And this does have squelch on and off. And then, volume, and then has a CBPA, or radio PA, and it has a local distant setting down here. So basically an attenuator on the input. But, like I said, I'd like to almost see that one win, because that is a really nice, and that's a nice vintage radio. But that's up to you guys. pick one. Let me know which one you'd like to see. Whichever one gets the most votes in a week's time, I will restore, and then probably the following week, I'll have it done then, and we'll put it up for a raffle, and somebody can then win that radio. So leave your comments below. Pick a radio.